The looter's there. Is he going to let the looter come in? Oh, no, the looter's dead.
No, the looter's dead. That's a trickster.
So you just put the ether flame wall in front of one of the...
It's like Hydra's going to get chumped by a
Ether
Saproling.
flame wall in front of one of the Call of the Herds.
And try to play Germinator games and kill off an elephant.
I think one of those tokens has gotten
Yeah, well, when Hydra attacked,
bonus.
it took down a Saproling. So, of course, that got sacked to Germinator to make one of the Saprolings bigger.
I know whatever I do, I would not put my Germinator at risk.
Okay. That's mission number 1.
I believe that is mission number 1 because he's going to win all subsequent combats as he can develop tokens. And
All right. So, Shell Dweller blocks an elephant. That's a bounce. The 2/2 Thallid and the Ether Flame Wall are going to try to team up to take down an elephant. Saproling is going to chump a Hydra. Other Saproling is blocking a Morph. Presumably, there's going to be a sacrifice. That guy's going to go to 2/2. Yep, there you go. Yeah, Jan's already like,
He's like,
damage.
slow down. I've got
He's
some
trying.
attacks. I want to pump my wall. I want to sack my token. I think we're going to see a Brine Elemental here.
Oh,
Boom.
interesting. What does that do?
Well, what it does is ties up most of Willie's mana for next turn. It keeps the... It's like exhaustion. It keeps the Cockatrice tapped. It keeps the Spore Sower tapped that he tapped at the end of the last turn.
Oh, sure.
So this was nicely set up.
It was. Yeah, Merkel took a couple turns to set
And
this
really,
up.
the only things he has untapped are 3 lands, 2 walls, and a 2/2.
Yeah.
So we are gonna get see a follow-up attack from Jan Moritz. Looks like another Spore Sower. Oh nope, he's suspending Nantuko Shaman.
Sure. Doesn't feel like he needs a blocker here.
I'm actually a little surprised at that. I guess he knows that there's no spells to worry about here.
He can get a Saproling off Germinators. He's got a potential blocker there. He's got 2 walls. Yeah, suspend seems reasonable there.
Everybody comes
But
in.
yeah, I mean, what's Jan going to do? He's got to crunch in. Jan's creature's already in the red zone, right? He's taken over the red zone at his own territory anyway. He's got to attack with him.
So if he can push his stuff so far up on the board that the lands start to fall off, are they destroyed?
Maybe that's what he thinks. Really playing back a little bit. He sort of pushed the Clockwork Hydra. At least let my blockers into the red zone.
So he shot the Ether Flame Wall, so the Ether Flame Wall is going to die here. He shot the Ether Flame Wall when that... I
think he went dome.
I would think he would go dome, but I looked like he pointed at the
No, he went
wall.
dome.
Okay. All right, good. I think that's the right play.
Edel lines up his blockers. Wall's going to bounce off an elephant. Saproling jump blocks. Wall. That wall actually succeeds in blocking the Hydra, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Merkel's like, oh, I got nothing. I did everything I could. I set up 3 turns. I got you down to 17. Never mind. Let's just go to game 3.
Oh, it seems like he may have also just wanted to learn how... Maybe he wants to learn how Edel will react in certain combat situations. What his spells are.
Interesting.
And he can learn how he, if he has a combat trick. Or,
Is he vulnerable to the take over the red zone strategy?
Well, he's obviously vulnerable to the take over the red zone strategy. He'll obviously cede the territory.
All right, so 1 game apiece. Billy Edel maintains the pattern of dropping game 1, but winning game 2.
He didn't really, well, I guess he had his Spore Sower show up.
Yeah, that was a valid win.
We didn't really see that many of his
with Germinator and Spore Sower.
I really like the Germinator a lot. I think it's an interesting card. Hey, there's the cups we were talking about earlier.
Billy Edel was eyeing those before this match. He looked, it's like, I don't want another small one. I want the big one this time.
He does not want the one that's closest to him at the moment.
He's already got one of those at home. It's the first South American with 2 top 8s, right?
I think so. We talked about that. I'm going to look up Carlos in a second.
I don't think Carlos got
had
a second
one. Diego Ostrovich is not...
He's Argentinian.
He's Argentinian. Is he got
Did he have 2?
Does he have 1?
Yes.
Yes.
I think you might have too. You might be right. I think you got me. The South American trivia. Gosh, you'd all surprised to see Paulo Vitor Gama de Rosa put up another one any day now.
I'm pretty sure that he will.
You might be right about Diego. The body language is hilarious here now that you pointed it out to me. Billy's just very laid back, just kind of calm.
And it's funny because
sitting back in his chair.
Willie's the taller of the two.
You're right. You're absolutely right. He is.
And you would never guess that by looking at that camera shot right now.
No, Jan is up on the edge of his chair.
Thank you.
No, Diego and Carlos each have one.
All right. Oh, look at him move back. The judge moving back? Is that what just happened? How did those guys get back into the right zones?
Well, there is a certain protocol for how you're supposed to play and where your spells are supposed to be.
Now, there's the start that Merkel wants. 2 power 2 drop, 2 power 3 drop.
And that is not
nothing
the
from
start
Edel.
that Edel wants.
Did he shift the turn?
He has an Nantuko Shaman. Would you just play the Nantuko Shaman?
Yes, absolutely. I would just play Nantuko Shaman here. I wouldn't even think twice. Don't play the Buzzard here. I mean, your turn 4 wants to be Penumbra Spider. You just got to get the 3-2 out there and trade with something.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
There
Good play.
Go. So if you're Merkel, do you flip up your Coral Trickster here, tap that, and get in for 4?
Depends what else I have to do with my mana. He's got Land, Scrib Ranger, Trickster, Mystic Snake. So how much is Trickster to flip? 1?
Yes, 1 blue.
I don't know if that's a Trickster. Yeah, if that's a Trickster, I think I would have flipped it, but
it was a Trickster.
Interesting.
He may want to just sit back on Mystic Snake.
Oh, he wants to sit on Mystic Snake.
Here comes
nice,
Penumbra
and he gets
Spider.
wow. Well played. Jan Miracle knew exactly what he was doing there.
Bash
and Edel
5,
just
Edel
walked
falls
into
to
it.
11. And now he's got another Coral Trickster in hand. He can do this. He can tap the next blocker, which is going to be, I believe, a Durwood Tracker.
Oh, the Acid Moth.
Acid Moth.
Sideboard. Bang. Edel's like, what is that card? That card says no red mana for you. You are down to forest.
That's going to keep Willie off of Grape Shot mana next turn.
Sure.
Assuming he has another red source.
Yeah, the judge is enforcing decorum. Yeah, no red mana. That was his only red mana.
And he has no play next turn without another land.
Wow. Mystic Snake is so good.
And by the way,
smash. Edel down
Jan
to
can
8.
keep him off of a mana with his Coral Trickster if he chooses to, morphing it up during his upkeep. He's tapped 2 blues, so I don't think he'll be doing that.
I think he goes.
Oh, he has 1 blue.
Morph and Prodigal Sorcerer? Oh, there's Prodigal Sorcerer. Is he sitting with a Morph in hand?
He does, I believe. I thought he had another Trickster in hand.
Oh, Ashko Fair. Wow, yeah.
That was Scrib Ranger.
What a blowout! Jan Merkel, ladies and gentlemen.
That game
absolute blowout.